Hi guys, what's up here? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Austin Newell, and if you're one of my subscribers and future subscribers, you're welcome to this channel. So today I'm going to be doing a look inspired by today. I know you might be wondering what is he talking about today, and it is very sunny outside, so I thought I should do a look inspired by today. Creative, right? Okay guys, so I'm going to do a voiceover after this because the area around here is very noisy. I'm very sorry for that. And without much to say, let's just get started with the video. So I'm starting off with the Kiss Beauty foundation primer, and I'm going to use that to prime the whole face. And then next for foundation, I'm using the Mary Kay medium coverage foundation, and I'm just patting that all over the face with a damp beauty blender. And no matter how much a foundation shade matches the skin tone, it's a very vital step to blend in the neck as well. So I don't miss out on this step in any of my makeup procedures. And guys, please forgive me for this. Ignore the way I'm not looking at the lens. Actually, I have a mirror in front of me, so I'm just looking at what I'm doing on the mirror. So forgive me for not looking at the lens, guys. And for highlighting, I'm using the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan. And yes, I know it's not the concealer I usually use for my face, because it's actually more than 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. But today's look, I wanted a very bright face since it's inspired by a sunny day, and that's why I chose to use this concealer for highlighting. And the areas where I highlighted are under the eyes, ridge of the nose, forehead, the mouth region, and the part where I'm going to do a reverse contour, as you can see on the screen. So you can see the reflections from the mirror, guys. It's really sunny outside. So I'm still using that same damp beauty blender I used for the foundation, because it still has some products remaining on it, and it's just going to help the concealer blend in with the skin. Although you can choose to use a brush, but I do prefer beauty blenders to brush in terms of using concealer for highlighting. So the black Opal setting powder is almost over, but I'm going to use that anyway, and I'm still using that same beauty blender which I used to blend the concealer and foundation to set the areas where I highlighted only. And next, I usually go over my face with a setting powder so as to mattify the other areas around the face and just to blend in the setting powder with the skin. The neck is very important as well. So for contour, I'm using the Professional Beauty powder palette in the shade R46. I went ahead and did the reverse contour off camera as well, allowed me to skip through the brows. So in my last video, I made mention of one of my favorite go-to techniques where I mixed my foundation and concealer to clean up the eyebrows, and also to use a more wide coverage brush. So I'm still doing that in the same video. Next, to start off with the eyeshadow portion, I'm using this Ushas 2-in-1 highlighting the eyeshadow palette. As you can see, it's been through a lot. So I'm going to use that light brown shade from there and start building up a transition at the outer corner of the crease, and then I'm going to blend that all the way towards the inner corner. And then next, I'm going to blend in that first transitioning shade with that orange from the Gulflower palette, I'm using a fluffy brush for this, and I'm starting off at the inner corner, going all the way towards the outer corner of the eyes, because the eyes is going to be a nude one, but it's going to have a pop of color. So for that pop of color to be very visible, I start at the inner corner, just like packing the color at the inner corner, and then using the remaining product to blend it out towards the outer corner. Alright guys, so I didn't apply any other eyeshadow. I just blended the outer corner of my eyes with a dark brown shade from the Gulflower palette still, and I later regretted that decision. So guys, today's wing eye is going to be much more different from any other one that I've done on my channel or in my life, I can say, because I'm going to be doing a brown liner today, not the usual black I do. Yeah, so just to add a pop of color, as I said, I wanted to make it look a little bit stylish and glow, so I used this brown liner. It's from MAC. It's a light brown shade. It's in the shade of a pencil. You can get it absolutely anywhere, and I'm just going to start off by sketching out the wing and then connect that line all the way towards the inner corner of the eyes. And then the next step, as you can see, is to dust off the excess setting powder remaining on the face, which has been sitting there for a while, and I'm going to use this medium as well to blend in the whole face together. So just skipping through the nose contour as usual, so this video doesn't get too lengthy. So with that same dark brown shade I used at the outer corner, I'm going to use that to buff the edges of the lash line. So with this gold shimmer shade, I'm going to add that pop of color which I mentioned earlier, just at the inner corner of the eyes, and wow, look at that. Oh, pretty. So I'm just going to layer on top so it brings out that pop which I am looking for. And then just to warm up the contour, I'm starting off with this bronzer from the Professional Powder Palette, and this is the shade R48. So next I'm going to take more like a round fluffy brush and dip into this nice nude brown shimmer shade. I don't actually know the name of that shade though, and I'm just going to pat that all around the areas of the under eye and the bridge of my nose as well, just blending that on both areas so as to serve for the foundation of the flowers that's about to come. Okay, so this is where it gets tough guys. It's time to draw in the flowers. Like I wanted to do sunflowers, but I don't know, it didn't really turn out as sunflowers at the end of this whole look, but I'll call it a sunflower because I tried my best. Okay, so I'm gonna proceed by drawing circles first. I wanted to do the petals at first and then fill in the circles later, but I decided to go from the inner part to the outer part. So I used that same brown MAC eyeliner which I used for the eyes to draw those little circles which you see, and I'm going to repeat that on the other side of the face as well. And then using this black eyeliner, this one is from MAC as well, I'm going to add these little freckles in between those circles I drew to serve as seeds for the sunflower. And then taking this bright white concealer from the Kiss Beauty palette, I'm going to add the petals of the flowers, and I'm using a tiny liner pencil for this. It's an old one. So I started off by drawing straight lines from the center of the circles going outwards and upwards, and I repeat the same process on all the other parts of the circles which I drew. And later I tried curving the petals to make it look like a sunflower, but that just took away from the look, but it's still pretty at the end, so make sure you watch till the end of this to see this beautiful sunflower in the sun. So to color the concealer, I'm using this bright yellow shade from the Gulflower palette, and I'm simply going to pat that onto the flowers very carefully, following the exact shape in which I drew them. And this yellow wasn't as bright as I expected it to be. I don't know. I still use the white concealer thinking it's gonna make it pop more, but it popped a little bit, but not as bright as the yellow sunflower. So I just improvised and I added a touch of that gold shimmer which I use in the inner corner of my eyes, just on the yellow pigment, just brushing it around very slightly to give it that shining look. Next, we are going to add in some leaves just to tie this whole thing together, because at this point I am not loving the way these flowers look. So just to give it a more natural touch and to add some fittings to it, I'm going to use that same bright white concealer from the Kiss Beauty palette and that liner pencil which I used before, and then I'm going to set that with this green from the Conceal Palette, which has obviously gone through a lot as well, to create that leafy effect under the sunflowers to make it look a little bit more realistic. Alright guys, you can see a clear example of what I meant when I said I regretted not doing eyeshadow in the inner corner of the eyes. It was about to take away from this look, but anyhow, I'm going to continue with this look. I went ahead and did lashes and mascara off camera. I also highlighted with the Ushas highlighting palette, but I sprayed the highlighter with a bit of the setting spray to make it moist. And then for the lips, I'm starting off with that same brown eyeliner from MAC, and then I'm just going to do a nude lip after. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope you have learned something from this video as well. I hope you loved the way I created the flowers on the cheeks. I hope you also loved the way the eyes turned out, although except for the creases. And kindly give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to thumb this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet subscribed. Please help me get to 100 subscribers, you guys. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to leave your thoughts, corrections, questions, suggestions, and your ideas in the comment section down below, because I'll be reading all of them. And if you would like to follow me for more information on my makeup career, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. They are both as Austin Newell, and my Instagram and Snapchat handles are both as Austin_Newell and Austin_Newell with an extra L after Newell. This video shout out today goes to Aisha. Thank you so much for watching and always reaching out to me. Thank you so much for supporting. I love you so much. And if you would like to be the next video shout out, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, and then send me a message that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Alright you guys, so this is going to be all from me today. Thank you so much and bye.